choose to do it because you do this stupid shit. I don't want to say nothing, nigga. You know how good it is.
Do you talk on the pod more than me?
You know how good it is to be a team player to actually bring your friend's personality out. That's team playing.
So why yours don't ever come out?
I've watched you for a long time.
Hey, and welcome to Lena Listens. Alright, y'all, can I talk about what I'm finding interesting? And I mean that in a good way. I know people think when a woman says interesting, it's not interesting at all. In fact, it'd be the complete opposite, but I'm not using it in that way at this moment. Now, we're coming off of the classic pod from last week, but even in that episode, they unpacked some true feelings. Ish finally let them have it. Also, in the latest Patreon episode titled $50 Heels, featuring Isaiah Haran. After Isaiah left, they kind of got into the nits and grits about the roles they play for the betterment of the show. I thought Flip and Ish's conversation was interesting because we already know that Flip's role is to bring energy, shake Ish up. All unintended plans intended right now. And Flip mentioned that he's basically the one who engages with Ish to get these moments out of him and assist, if you will. And I can kind of see that. Flip and Ish have different pod styles. I mentioned this in a previous video about their rewind, that they're each other's yin to their yang. So it makes all the sense in the world considering that Ish is kind of reserved but will still provide his takes. Now, in this episode, Flip goes on to say he's a team player and it feels good to bring out his friend's personality, talking about Ish when he has moments where he's not as engaged in the topics, and Ish had a solid response, I thought anyway.
That's your friend, your Ish, to bother you. Now, you are ill when you on your back. I can't see you when you in your bag, but you have some moments where you need somebody to engage with you.
That's why whatever he say right now.
I have some moments where I have some moments like everybody up here.
That's a fact.
When we know that if we go out on a ledge with certain topics, that it's going to be viewed a certain way, and we don't want to do that. Everybody up here does that. But it's not just just me.
I mean, no less told. Almost everyone up there had moments where they were tight-lipped about a topic. Not all the time, but at least a time or two. There's been times where people weren't 100% informed or just simply didn't know about something. Flip has these moments too, especially when it comes to music and sports. Now, if someone is having a bad day behind the scenes, but still have to put their best foot forward and leave their issues at the front door, that's kind of different. But even in that scenario, almost everyone up there experienced that, which is completely fine. Every day isn't going to be peachy. People have real lives and things going on, and they have hella episodes. Every episode's not going to be all smiles and giggles. People got real stuff going on in their lives and behind the scenes. Ish made several valid points during this segment, but another point that made me take a blast in the past was when Ice said to Flip, so when he as an Ish, have one of those moments, you're going to bring that out? Bring out his personality and engage with Ish, that is. And Flip said, Freeze, you know I do that, Freeze, with the smirk. That whole exchange brought me back to this moment.
I promise you.
Let's get it.
Nope.
Let's get it.
No. I got you.
The shit you be saying, nigga.
No, you. The shit you. We can do it now then.
Let's do it.
The shit you be saying and playing around like it's not you. I'm on to you. I've watched you. Okay. I've been sitting here for a minute. I let it slide.
Y'all remember when Ice said he knows who's orchestrating the foolishness behind the scenes? And then he finally addressed Flip off of the heels of the Zaire and Jeff Teague argument. I think if what Flip says is true, him bringing out their personalities and engaging when they aren't really engaging the most up there, then him stirring the pot behind the scenes to get a rise out of Ice in a good way, I'm assuming, was the play all along. To again, shake it up with the cast. I could be totally wrong, but I don't know, y'all. Because that was at a time where they were just talking about the whole, oh, we're going to break up this couch. We're going to break up the newer couch. And, you know, they always want to get some type of reaction out of, well, Joe rather, once they get some type of reaction out of Ice sometimes. So maybe that was that. Maybe that all kind of ties in together to get him shaking up and doing more and saying more on the pod besides what he already provides. Again, I could be totally wrong. I don't know. I do like that they're openly having these conversations on the pod and are actually talking through them versus shutting down and moving on to another topic, because once upon a time we didn't get this, or it was edited out, or they'll just pivot to something else. Everyone has a role up there, and I'm sure the roles will change from time to time based on what's best for the pod. It's just a matter of how well will they do swapping roles, you know? And sidebar, I think it should sit in the high chair for every Friday Patreon. That high chair brings something out of Ish. I don't know what it is, but it works for him. And now that Ish is the Potter of the month, I think he should go back to closing the pod again, at least for the month of May. Joe straight up took that from him last year. Give it back. That's when we knew the pod was officially over, officially done. When Ish accepted that chain and was asked for his speech, he hit him with the...
Thank you.
But I mean, that's better than last time, right? I don't know what they were expecting from him. This is Ish we're talking about. Ish is Ish. I do have a few quick hits. I'll breeze right on through them. First one, Meek Mill and Wale versus will definitely be one of those ones, because there's always been some underlying beef between the two. Nothing too crazy, but enough to feel it in the air. In my beanie voice, can you see this lineup being a good one? I can. Second quick hit, I honestly can't wait for all of the content creators to be free from the shackles of Meg and Clay content. Algorithms are all tore up, but if I can add a sin or two, it'll be this. These celebrities need to take a page out of Issa Rae's book. Only people who knew Issa's partner were her family and friends. Issa introduced her partner to the internet as a married woman. She popped out, showed off her husband. I think folks should follow suit. I'll leave it at that. And lastly, Drewski being the new host of the BET Awards is fitting. Kevin Hart has been the host for some years now, and he's actually cool with Drewski. Therefore, I can imagine him providing advice and best practices. He's passing the baton to the next generation this year anyway. As always, feel free to drop your key takeaways in the comments if you're feeling the content. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, y'all, bye.